Hey guys, how's it going? So in this video, I'm going to share with you everything I've learned in the past 2-3 years scaling e-commerce brands with email marketing. I'll give you all the strategies and copy paste templates that you can use. This video is going to be a gold mine. So fair warning, it's a longer video. By the way, if you want someone to just come into your business and do all of this for you, just go ahead and click the first link in the description and you can work directly with me. With that being said, let's get right into the video. So, if you're watching this video, you probably understand the importance of email marketing, but if you still need convincing, this is the current state of e commerce in 2025. Global e commerce sales are still growing, but not at the pace it was as seen during the COVID boom. It's now a battle for retention and not just acquisition. Ad platforms like Meta and Google have become more expensive and less predictable. CPMs are up, conversion rates are all the way down, and retargeting is completely broken due to tracking limitations. And brands are spending millions on acquisition and they're not focusing on retention. The worst part is, a single change in Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok's algorithm can literally tank your business overnight. Your email list is the only thing that you can own, and you're not at the mercy of platform algorithms. And it has one of the highest ROIs in e commerce. On average, $40 for every $1 spent. You're already spending a shit ton on ads, and adding email to that will just put your ROI on steroids. 95 to 98% of website visitors do not make a purchase. That means literally for every 100 visitors on your website, only 2 to 5 typically convert to a purchase. This is usually because your traffic is cold and they don't have enough information. Usually, a customer needs to see your brand multiple times. They need to have multiple touch points for them to convert. Just think about the last time you made a purchase. You saw an ad, you probably visited the website multiple times, you probably saw the ad multiple times, and that's when you actually went ahead and made the purchase. Now, email allows you to do this same thing for cheaper rather than emptying your wallets dry with retargeting ads. With that being said, I hope you understand why email marketing is absolutely essential for e commerce businesses in 2025. So, to send your emails, you need an email sending provider, also known as an ESP. You can't send your emails from Gmail or worse, Yahoo. These ESPs are softwares that literally allow you to store your emails and create visually appealing emails and send them to your customers. The ESP we're going to be using in this video is Omnisend. And no, I'm not sponsored by Omnisend. So integrating Shopify with Omnisend is really simple. Just go to your Shopify app store. I'm going to do it right now. Go to your Shopify dashboard, go to apps, click on add, go to your Shopify app store and just look up Omnisend, click on install. Uh, Install. I'll do this later. Close. Do this later. Later. Do this later. It's that simple. We have Omnisend installed on Shopify. So I did actually uninstall Omnisend for the sake of this video and reinstall it just to show you guys how to do it. So just follow all the prompts along the way and you'll be good. And everything will be integrated automatically for you. Here you have your Omnisend account where you can create all your automations and send your email campaigns. Now that we have Shopify successfully integrated with Omnisend, the first core part about email marketing are your pop-up forms. Like I said before, people don't buy the first time they visit your website. They need more convincing. And that's why brands spend millions of dollars on retargeting ads. Pop-up forms help you accomplish the same goal for a fraction of a cost. Let's say you run an e-commerce store doing 10,000 monthly visitors and you have an average order value of $50. At a 2% conversion rate, you have 200 orders per month and that's $10,000 in monthly revenue. Now, without a pop-up, you rely only on the purchases to build your email list and maybe you collect emails at checkout. So at a 2% conversion rate, you get 200 new emails per month and your email list growth is 200 emails per month. And these are already people who have bought from you because the only way you're collecting emails is through checkout. Let's say you have a pop up with a 10% conversion rate. So that 10,000 visitors, means you have 1,000 new emails per month. And even if only 5% of these new subscribers later convert via email, that's 50 additional orders. And 50 times 50 is $2,500 in extra revenue per month. Now, you're probably at a much larger revenue than this. So you do the math and you'll understand how much extra revenue you can make simply by just having a pop up. That's 25% more revenue just from emails driven by your pop up. And that's just the start. These 1,000 new subscribers per month can also receive the welcome flow, product education emails, cart recovery emails, upsells, promotions. They might not convert today, but you own this traffic now and you can monetize them for months or years, unlike ad visitors who just bounce and disappear. And over 1 year, if we collect 1,000 emails per month, that's 12,000 emails per month. That's 12,000 new people that you can sell to. So 43% of US online shoppers admit that they abandoned a cart in the last quarter simply because they were just browsing and they were not ready to buy. So if you capture their emails and give them more information, this is a golden opportunity you're missing out if you don't have a pop-up. So capturing their email to give them more information is a golden opportunity you're missing out on if you don't have a pop-up. Now let me quickly open Omnisend and show you how you can create a high converting pop-up for yourself. So I'm on my Omnisend dashboard. All you have to do is click on forms and click on view other form types. Here you have all these templates you can use by Omnisend. You can go ahead and play around with all of these, see what works best for you. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you a small strategy that I use for my clients that works brilliantly for them. And I recommend you use the same strategy too. So it's called the micro yes strategy. So the idea behind the strategy is that if someone gives you a small yes, they are much more likely to give you a bigger yes after that. So the way the strategy works is we'll ask someone if they want a discount on their purchase, and if they say yes, which is a no brainer, because if they want to purchase they would like a discount, right? And if they say a yes, and if they give you a yes, we're going to ask for their email in return, which is a much bigger ask. So they're much more likely to give us their email because they've already said yes to the discount. So Omnisend has a template for this. They have multiple templates for this that you can directly use and just edit to match your brand styles. You can see the first one right here, which says email capture, micro yes, multi-step. This, you can use this template. Or there's another one here, micro yes, micro yes. They have multiple micro yes templates. You can use any one of these. So I'm just going to show you how you can use these templates and make it match your brand colors, make it match your brand aesthetics, and you can have a high converting pop-up right away if you just follow what I show you. So this is Omnisend's pop-up editor. Everything you see here is editable. You can change the color of anything you like to match your brand colors. You can change the background to say white, and you can change the images to anything you like. You can easily just play around with it for a couple of seconds and make it match your brand style, your brand colors. Fit, change to fit. Anyways, so this is the micro pop-up. We ask someone if they want 10% off, 20% off the first order. And if they say yes, we go to step 2, where we ask them for their email to get the discount. Now, the main thing here is not the aesthetic of your pop-up or not how great it looks. Obviously, you want it to look good, but the main thing that affects the conversion rate of your pop-up is its behavior. When your pop-up actually is shown to your customers. So for that, click on behavior right here. It's right here. Click on behavior and go to display. So here we can set the rules of when we want someone to see this pop-up. So here's what I recommend. Time on page between 6 to 12 seconds. You can test it out. By the way, all of these details are here on this doc. So you can go ahead and use the doc later if you miss out. So time on page 6 seconds is what we want. You can test between 6 to 12 seconds or earlier. By the way, the goal here is to keep on testing these things. So you keep on optimizing your pop-up for better conversions. So to start with, you can use 6 seconds time on page, scroll depth anywhere from 60 to 80%, and check this too, exit intent. So if our customer does any one of these actions, whichever he meets first, this pop-up will be shown to him. You can also choose to exclude showing this pop-up on certain pages. So for example, if your customer is already at checkout, don't give him a discount. He's already going to purchase. There's no point in giving him a discount right then because he's already ready to buy. So you can exclude showing this pop-up on checkout pages. Just go to was targeting. Just go to targeting, click on page targeting options, and does not appear on URL is contains, I'm going to put /cart, add URL contains /checkout. You can look up what your cart or checkout URLs are and add them here too. If you want to exclude them from any other pages, you can do that here too. You can also choose to select if this appears on a certain page or not. If you want to create back in stock pop-ups, you can do that here as well. Now, visitor targeting options, don't show to existing contacts because we already have their emails. There's no point in showing it to them again. Don't want to give them a discount. We already have their emails. So you can play around with these settings, see what works best for you. These settings are what I recommend to get started with. By the way, this is how this pop-up looks on desktop, and this is how it looks on mobile. We need to create two pop-ups, one for desktop and one for mobile. The reason we don't use the same pop-up is because we can run different tests, and we can run these tests separately for mobile, and we can run tests separately for desktop, and that's important. And we also want our data to be separate so we can make better marketing decisions. So all you have to do is create your form, save and close. Before that, click on edit. We're going to set this form behavior visibility to be a desktop only form. Save and close. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this and make this a mobile only version. So the aesthetic is going to remain the same, whatever you made. And after you're done with all your edits, just go ahead and duplicate it. So you have two separate forms, one for desktop and one for pop-up. Click on edit. I'm just going to rename this form to pop-up mobile. And you can rename the other one pop-up desktop, just to make sure that you know the difference between those two pop-ups. So now you have two great pop-ups which will start converting right away. This is the first step you need to start capturing emails immediately. This is the first step in your email marketing journey. So now that we're done with pop-ups, here are some A/B tests that you need to run on your pop-ups. Test the offer. In this pop-up, we gave a 10% off, but it's not necessary that you give a percentage off. You can do free shipping, you can do BOGO, any offer that you can think of, run it, test it out, see what works best for your brand. Test the copy. Here we had, do you want 10% off? You can test other copy like unlock 10% off. You know what you can test. Test out different copy, test out different call to actions, test out the trigger. This is something you can start with. Test out the time duration. I've mentioned everything here. Just use these settings, see what works best for your brand. Now, the next core part of email marketing are your email campaigns. These are one-time scheduled messages sent to a segment of your subscribers. Now, these are different from automated flows. They are not triggered based on customer behavior. They are created, they are planned and launched for specific occasions or objectives. For example, if it's Black Friday, I could run a Black Friday sale, or I could just send a testimonial campaign or a bestseller campaign or an article to your subscribers. These are not triggered based on customer action. We send these manually. Now, one of the main questions that we get is how often to send email campaigns. The short answer is 3 to 4 campaigns per week. Now, we also get a very common objective when we suggest this to clients. They say that's too many emails and I don't want to spam my customers, or I don't want to annoy my customers. Now, this is why I think this is flawed. When you send campaigns just once or twice per week, your subscribers don't remember you and your emails will feel like spam. It's like a stranger coming to your home. People get thousands of emails each day, and if your competitors are emailing them 3 to 4 times per week and you're emailing them 1 to 2 times per week, who do you think they'll remember? Who do you think will feel like a stranger? The goal of email campaigns is to always stay on top of your customer's mind. And by sending email campaigns only once or twice a week, That is not enough to stay on top of your customer's mind. So each email is a chance to drive immediate sales and build familiarity. And top performing e-commerce brands consistently generate revenue from regular email campaigns. And the key to not annoy your subscribers is the actual content of your emails. So that brings us to the next part of email campaigns, which is what do you send? Now, your campaign strategy is very personal to your brand, and what works for someone else will not work for you. But the best way to go about this is to send regular campaigns for 2 to 3 months and analyze what worked best and do more of that. But a good place to start is a mix of value, product, and sale emails. Now, what do I mean by value based emails? Now, value based emails are emails that provide some value to your customer, literally, like the name itself says. For example, if you're a skincare brand, you send an email on 3 ways to reduce wrinkles naturally. If you're an apparel brand, you could send an email out which says 5 ways to style your new t shirt. If you're a fitness brand, you could have an email how to build a consistent gym routine if you work a 9 to 5. So the goal of value-based emails is to give some actual value to your customer without asking for much in return. You can have soft sells, but we are not going to be selling to your customer directly in these emails. Now you can also share blogs, articles, guides, etc. in value-based emails. The next kind of emails that you can send your customers are product emails. Basically, emails that showcase the benefits of your products, why their life will be better with your products. So you can highlight your products, you can show your bestsellers and us versus them, problem, solution, etc. All these are product based emails. The next kind of emails that you should be sending are sale emails. Now, obviously, these will be your best performing emails because they have discounts and people love discounts. So, sale emails have discount emails or emails on special occasions like Mother's Day, Black Friday, Christmas, etc. Now, your email campaign strategy should involve a mix of these three types of emails. And an important thing to remember is to not send frequent discount email campaigns. Now, discount emails might get you revenue in short term, but in the long term, they will devalue your brand and train your customers to wait for the next sale instead of purchasing right away. Now, we don't want to send frequent discount emails. I would recommend a maximum of 2 discount emails per month or 2 sales per month. Now, if you don't send frequent discount emails, what do you actually send to make revenue from email campaigns? So, all of these three types of three types of email campaigns you can pick from, or I have 30 email campaigns that you can use to generate revenue without discounts. So, you go through these, use them as inspiration, or literally use the same thing to create an email campaign for your brand. Now that you know what to send and how often to send, let me show you how you can create an email campaign calendar so you can create a solid strategy for your brand. So it's pretty simple. Let's not complicate it with fancy apps. So all you have to do is open your favorite calendar app for this. I'm going to pick Asana because I find it a little convenient. So what I'm going to be doing next is find important dates for the month. For example, if I'm creating a content calendar, a campaign calendar for the month of July, just look up US holidays for July. Obviously, if you're in a different country, look up for holidays in your country or important dates in your country. July holidays 2025. Right here, you can see all the important days or all national days that are in the month of July in the United States. So, for example, if I was selling hot sauce, or if I was selling any kind of dressing, International Chicken Day could be a campaign idea. Just a way to promote my hot sauce made in the USA. Now, I already know that 4th of July is an important holiday in the US. So I'm just gonna add 4th of July. And if you're running a 4th of July sale, we probably want to start a little early. Probably July 1st. So I'm going to say 4th of July start. 4th of July start. And we're going to run this sale all the way to till the 7th, last day, 4th of July. Last day, 4th of July. So I already have 3 campaigns ready to go. So that's first thing is we're going to start the sale, we're going to announce it. So this is just for the sale announcement. Sale announcement. And in between, we're going to give a reminder on actual 4th of July. And we're going to end the sale on 7th. So last chance email, which drives urgency, something like this is your last chance to get your discount. You'll miss out forever if you miss out the sale, something like that. So I already have 3 emails ready to go. Now, all I have to do is fill the rest of these days out. So I'm going to open the important days list. So we're good till July 7th. Probably want to give a couple of days in between. So we give some break between our email sends. So let's say July 10th, National Kitten Day, National Blueberry Day. Nothing I can use here. So I'm going to take up the important holidays first and then fill out the rest of the campaign. Something I can do better is National Holidays US 2025. So this way I get all the big holidays and I can then fill out the rest of the calendar. So July, Independence Day, that's done. Bastille Day, Attorney Day, Parents Day. So you can choose any one of these days and make an email about it or give us discount on any one of these days if you want to. But since I don't, I'm going to keep 4th of July as the only sale for the month. Let me see if something is starting early next month. Not really. So all right. So I'm going to keep 4th of July sale as the only sale I want for the month of July. And then I'm going to fill these up with rest of emails. So these are sale emails. And now we want to add something of more value after these emails. So let's say if I had a skincare brand, I could have an email which says I could drop a skincare routine. The main idea behind this would to give them actual value and promote our products indirectly. And let's say I dropped a skincare routine, and now a Friday I could do a best seller campaign. And let's say on Tuesday I could do a testimonial campaign for some social proof. And then on the 17th, just pick another campaign from this. Back in stock alert, new collection alerts, behind the scenes. So behind the scenes is a good campaign. How I could give them a story of how our products are created or what goes into our products. So some behind the scenes campaign. These are 2 emails in the same week. Move this here, move this here. The campaign that we can do since we've done behind the scenes, now we can actually promote a product. So if I have a hero product, let's say my hero product is a face wash, I could do a product highlighting the face wash. So face wash highlight, and maybe have some before and after images. And then I could fill out the rest of the calendar similarly with email campaigns. Let's say some more product campaigns and us versus them, why we're better than our competitors. Maybe a flash sale here. Flash sale, 20% off, 24 hours only. Another campaign here. How to reduce acne. Similarly, add more campaigns for the rest of the week. Let's say, what can I add? Styling, usage, behind the scenes, founder story, FAQs. I could do FAQs. The last day of the month, I could do a salary payday campaign, so everyone gets their paychecks or their salaries at the end of the month, I could do a payday campaign, spend your money wisely or something like that. You know, it's not that you have to come up with a new campaign each time you send. Do more of what works and adjust the campaign based on your overall strategy. For example, if you've not able to hit your revenue goals for the month of July, maybe I want to do more promotions at the end of the month. So be flexible and see what works. This is the easiest way to create a campaign calendar. Just add all the important dates and fill up the spaces. Now, for your email inspiration, these are the websites I use, whether it's for design or whether it's for concept. Email Love, this is a pretty good website which has some really good inspiration you can use. It has email campaigns from all brands, and you can also just click on this and choose campaigns based on certain niches. And all these are similar websites that you can use. Pinterest, really good emails, Email Donut. I especially love Email Donut because this is a new website and they have really good campaigns that I use for inspiration. Now, I'm going to show you how to actually spy on your competitors for free. All you have to do is go to this website called Mild and create a free account. I've already created an account, and all you have to do is search up for your competitor. Let's say my brand is Gymshark. And what Gymshark's competitors? What is Gymshark's competitor? Lululemon. So I'm going to go to Mild and look up Lululemon. And you can see that this website will show me all of Lululemon's recent email campaigns. So you can use any of these. So let's do another one. Let's say, what's a good website? Let's say, yeah, Feastables, Mr. Beast's famous brand Feastables. Let's say you want to see what Mr. Beast is doing. You can just see all his recent email campaigns. You can spy on your competitors for free. All you need is to create a free account, and that'll allow you to spy on your competitors, see what they're doing, see what you can do better, or just use it for inspiration, create similar campaigns if you like to. Now, this was a great way to spy on your competitors. And now we're going to move on to the next core part of email marketing, which are your email automations. Now, email automations are a series of automated emails sent to your customer based on an action that they take. This action could be anything from abandoning their cart, viewing a product in your store, making a purchase, or just joining your email list. Now, email automations are what will make you money while you sleep, while also creating a personalized marketing experience for your customers. We also use them to make sure that when a customer lands on our website, we are doing our 100% to make sure that they convert. Now, this is a typical buyer journey of a customer. Obviously, this is really narrowed down, but there are a lot of things that go on in between. But if you look at it from a broader perspective, this is how a customer makes a purchase. They come to your homepage, they view your product, they add it to cart, they add to checkout, and make a purchase. Now, let's say your customer drops off at any point in this buyer journey. We can use these email automations to get them back and recover a sale which was lost if we didn't have those email automations in place. Now, we categorize these email automations into two types: pre purchase, that is before a customer makes a purchase, and post purchase, that is after a customer makes a purchase. You need both of these automations, both pre and post purchase, to increase conversions, recover lost sales, and increase customer retention. In this video, I'm going to cover 7 core email automations that will bring in new revenue while also creating a better post purchase experience that will increase your customer retention. Now, our first and very core email automation is the welcome email automation. These are a series of emails sent to somebody who joins your email list. Why do we send this? Number one, to give them the discount code which was promised to them in your pop up. And number two, to nurture them. Not everyone who lands on your website is ready to make a purchase. We use multiple emails in this welcome flow to address pain points, build trust, and educate the customer. And the ultimate goal of any welcome flow is to get the first purchase from your customer. So that is the goal of our welcome automation. So here is a strategy that you can use for your welcome flow. Now, I'm going to give you a strategy that you can plug and play and which will work really well. But to really nail down your welcome flow, really to get the best out of it, the number one strategy is to ask yourself a simple question: what would stop someone from buying my product? And all the concerns that you get, resolve those concerns in your welcome flow. That is your winning welcome flow strategy. Now, so here is a quick overview of the plug and play strategy that I mentioned. Email 1 is a discount plus brand introduction. Email 2 showcase your bestsellers. Email 3 showcase some testimonials to build trust and credibility. Email 4 will revolve around FAQs aimed to solve any doubts the customers may have. Email 5 is an us versus them. You basically tell your customer why your product is better than your competitors. Email 6 is a discount reminder. Email 7 is final call for discount. Now, each of these emails is only sent to your customer if they don't make a purchase. So let's say after you send email 1, they don't make a purchase, you send email 2. If they don't make a purchase again, you send email 3. Let's say they already bought with email 1, you don't send them email to 7 because there's no point, they only made a purchase. If you'd like, you can create a separate flow in case someone makes a purchase. You can then put them through your post purchase flow and everything else. That's a different whole another ball game. Now, this is the strategy that we talked about. Email 1, discount plus brand story. If they don't open email 2, email 3, testimonials. Email 4, FAQs. Email 5, brand story plus USP. Email 6, discount reminder. Email 7, final call for discount. Now, remember to remind your customer about their discount in each of the email, not just in this email 6 and email 7. You need to have a small particular email which says, don't miss out on your discount, whatever offer that you have, make sure to keep on reminding them with each email. Now, what I've done is I've created some welcome email templates for you. So if you click on this link, you will be taken to a Figma file, which looks like this. And here I have 5 welcome flow email templates from top brands that you can use for your own brands. All these templates are editable, and you can simply just click on them and change the text. You can change the colors to whatever you like and make it according to your brand. You can add your logos, you can add your products, and you will have 5 high converting welcome emails that are built on the same strategy that I just spoke about. And you can plug and play and use these templates for your own brands. You will have complete access to this document. The link will be in the description. Now, I'm going to go over to Omnisend and show you how you can actually build out your welcome flow in Omnisend. So let's go to Omnisend. Yeah, I'm on Omnisend. All you have to do is click on automation, click on explore all workflows to welcome automation. Now, this one includes email. This one is email and SMS. So if you have SMS integrated, I would suggest creating one with SMS too. But since I already have email integrated on this account, we're going to be focusing on this one. So click on customize workflow. And this is your welcome flow trigger. Omnisend creates everything for you. All you have to do is go ahead and add your emails. Customers enter the workflow when they subscribe to email marketing. Customers exit the workflow when they place an order. So Omnisend automatically removes people who place an order. So this email would only go to people who haven't placed an order yet. Now, so this is how you can add emails to this flow. Just drag and drop email from here. Add it here. You can add your time delays if you like. Pull it from here. You can change this from 1 minute to 1 hour. So I'm going to delete this for now. Delete this too. Now, when customer enters a workflow, wait for 1 minute. I don't want to wait for 1 minute. I want to immediately send them the welcome flow. So I'm going to delete that too. Click on this email and you can edit your subject lines, your pre-header, your sender name. And if you want to choose a different reply address, you can choose that too. And I'm going to go ahead and click on edit content. You want to save changes before leaving? Yes. Save. So this is how our welcome flow looks like. Omnisend has pulled in my logo from my brand, has pulled in some copy of their own, and they have a template of their own. So what we can do is you can edit and play around with this template if you like. You can click on add elements and add everything you want. They'll pull your products in automatically. You can do that. But what I'm going to do for this video is, since I already have a well-designed email here, I'm going to show you how you can take your email from this Figma file to Omnisend. So that way, when you use the templates that I've given you, you know how you can actually use them. So what you want to do is use, after you've edited everything, use Figma's slice tool to break the email down into smaller parts. And then all you're going to do is just rearrange them in Figma as multiple images. So that way you have your email in Omnisend. So if you just click on S on your keyboard, you'll open Figma's slice tool. And then all you have to do is drag this email and break it down into smaller sections. Now I already have pre-existing slices, so I'm going to delete those first. Let me just quickly select that. Delete. Yep. Yeah. So click on the slice tool, just type S on your keyboard, drag and drop. Now if you notice, this template is a little blurry. So once I export this on Omnisend, it will also look blurry. But if you edit this template, it's not blurry at all because I've actually created it instead of just copying it as an image. So this one is just an image, whereas this one is an actual template that you can edit. So if you use this template on Omnisend, it won't be blurry. So I'm going to break this down into smaller parts. And select this part too. Make sure these are aligned properly so we don't miss out any part of our email. And now the only thing I need to do is export these slices as images. Select all of them, click on export, save them, and now go to Omnisend. And one thing I like to do is compress the images of these emails to reduce the size. The reason I do that is because they load quickly. The smaller your images, the more quicker they load to your customers. So one thing you can do is just go to tinypng.com. It's a free website, and go ahead and drag your slices. That's not our product. Yeah, go ahead and drag your slices, and you can quickly optimize these or compress them so they load quickly. And then I'm going to delete all of this. Welcome aboard, blah, blah, blah. Delete all of that. Add elements, select image. Before that, we need to add a layout, one column out of top here. I'm going to change the padding to 0 because I don't want any extra space. Change the padding to 0. And now add elements, image, remove image padding because I don't want any padding around my border. Select file, upload from computer, and just select the image that we select the first part of an image. You can also do is upload all of your images at once. That I've already done. That is already done. Yep. Upload all of your images at once and import them. So select this. So this image is here. I'm just going to duplicate that and replace that with the second part of our email, which was, what was the second part of our email? I totally forgot. I think it was this. Yeah, it was this. Second part of our email. Now duplicate that again and replace it with the third part of our email. Yep. So now, as you can see, our entire email has been created, and this is what it looks like. So it looks the same how it was on Figma. Yeah. So our entire email has been created on Omnisend. Now, if you want, you can change the color of your footer as well. Select all of this, change color to what is the color of my footer on Figma? Let me see. So this was the color. I'm just going to copy that tab, and I'm going to paste that here. So the color is changed. Now I'm going to change the color of this section. So our footer now matches the email. Obviously, you could go change the color of this text too. Go ahead and do that, and your email is good. Next, you can go ahead and send yourself a test email, or you can preview it right away. You can see this is how it looks on desktop. This is how it looks on mobile, and this is how it looks on dark mode. So go ahead and send yourself a test email and make sure that you see how it looks on multiple devices like your desktop and also on your mobile, because majority of your subscribers are going to view this on your mobile. So it's really important that your email is optimized for mobile. So we're done with our first email. Just click on finish editing and you're done. So email one has been created. Can create email to the same way, and once you're done, all you have to do is click on start workflow and this will be live. Now this, I'm not able to make this live because this email template has no subject line, no pre-header, no sender's name. If I delete that and delete this too, you can see that I can just start this automation right now. So go ahead and build out your automation, and that way you will have a welcome flow live and ready to go. And now our next email automation is the product abandonment automation. So this is an email sent to someone who views our product, does not add it to cart or make a purchase. So why do we send this? In this age of TikTok and Instagram Reels, people have a really short attention spans. They get distracted by every shiny thing that they see. So there's a high chance that someone wanted to buy your product but just got distracted and they needed some more info. And that's what we'll do in this automation. So if someone, this is a strategy we're going to be applying for this automation. If someone views our product within, let's say, the first 30 minutes or an hour, ignore the part where it says X hours. Within the first 30 minutes or an hour, we send them email one, reminding them that they abandoned this product. And you can also add some FAQs to further solve if any questions. We can also add FAQs to solve any questions that they might have. Now, let's say they don't purchase after email one, we send them email two. Email two is risk reversal plus social proof. Now, what is risk reversal? Let's say you have a 30-day money back guarantee or a 30-day no questions asked returns policy. You need to highlight that in this email. So you need to basically, we're trying to make it look like buying your product is a no-brainer, because if they like it, your customer can keep the product, and if they don't like it, they can just go ahead and return it. So that's what makes this email really good. Now, email three is a discount plus support info. Give them a discount if they still don't purchase after two emails. It is worth giving them a slight discount, and also highlight your support information. Hey, if you have any questions, you can call us at your customer care number, or if the only way they can contact you is through email or a contact form, link it in your email. Now, email 4 is the last call for discount. If they don't convert after 3 emails, just a final reminder, hey, your discount is going to expire. We're not going to bother you anymore. Just go ahead and make a purchase if you're interested. Here are a couple of examples of browse abandonment emails that are really good. First one is by Chewy. They say, still sniffing around some fun on brand copy, continue browsing your needs and wants. And they show them the products that they actually abandoned, and they back it up with save 35% with auto ship. So if you have something like this, you can add that too. They have their customer care number, and they have some trust badges here, 24-hour customer service, free deliveries, free returns for 365 days, and happy pets guaranteed. So this is a solid product abandonment email. I know it says browse abandonment here, but browse and product abandonment are one of the same things. It's just that different platforms have different names for these automations. So this is a solid product abandonment email. Now the next email is by Patagonia, which says, they have a fun little image here which says still hanging, and they display the products that the customer left behind. And very fun strategy Patagonia uses here is they ask their customers, do you really need it? So in the customer's mind, when they read these questions, the answer in their customer's mind is almost probably a yes. So are you replacing something that can't be fixed? Yes. Do you own nothing just like it? Yes. Will it be multi-purpose? Yes. Could you wear it for a lifetime? Yes. Do you understand its environmental impact? Yes. Will it help you trying something new? Yes. So this is a really good question. These are really good questions that will reaffirm in their customers' minds that they actually need the product. So this is a really good strategy, and I'm sure it's working brilliantly for them. So this is also an example of a good browse abandonment email. Now, what I've done to make it easy for you is made these two emails into complete drag and drop templates that you can literally use for your brand. So if you go here, you can click on this, change the image of it, you can change the logo, you can change the text, you can change. These are dynamic products. I'll show you how you can build dynamic products in Omnisend. So you can really literally go ahead and copy the entire browse abandonment template, change the colors, match it for your brand, and use these templates for your brand. Similarly, I've created the same template for Chewy as well. You can go ahead and edit this, add your products, add your colors, and you'll have plug and play high converting templates right away. Now, let me go ahead and open Omnisend, and I'll show you how you can create your product abandonment email in Omnisend. So all you have to do is go to automations, click on automations, go to create workflow, and look up product abandonment and click on customize workflow. Now here it says customers enters the workflow when they view a specific product and customer exits the workflow when they place an order. I would also like to add a condition where it says customer exits the workflow if added product to cart, and add another condition which says added started checkout. So if our customer places an order or adds item to cart or starts their checkout, we don't want them in this flow. If they add to cart, we want them in the abandoned checkout flow or the abandoned cart flow. So this is how you set up your product abandonment flow. And it says here, wait for 2 hours. Don't wait for 2 hours. Send it within the first 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Update. And now you can go ahead and edit your email template. Edit content. See anything you liked. They already have a template that is dynamic. What I mean by that is if this is your product, if this is the product your customer abandons, the product is going to appear here. So abandoned products, and the product name is going to be pulled automatically. All these details will be filled in from your customer's abandoned cart, or their product which they abandoned. I don't know why I'm saying abandoned cart. So anyways, you can use this template if you like. It's good. It's you can change a few colors and look good. You can also pull some templates out from library. They have a few good templates that you can use and customize it for your brand, or you can go ahead and use any one of these templates that I've created. I'm talking about these templates. So you can go ahead and use any one of these templates that I've also created. And you'll have yourself a high converting browse abandonment email. So if you finish editing, just go ahead and click on finish editing, save your email one, and you can go ahead and add a delay. Let's say if they don't convert after email one, we want to wait for 12 hours and add an extra email. So we wait for 12 hours and you can add an extra email, and you can go ahead and make this workflow live. And that's how you have yourself a high converting product abandoned email in Omnisend. So our next email flow is the abandoned cart or checkout flow. This is again one of the highest converting flows that you will find. Now this email automation is sent to people who abandon their cart or abandon a checkout. Why do we send this? Number one, to recover lost abandoned sales. Number two, 7 out of 10 carts are abandoned. And even if we are able to recover a small amount of these abandoned carts, that will result in a significant revenue boost for us. Now, contrary to popular belief, these are actually two separate flows which have two separate triggers. So let us first understand the difference between an abandoned cart and abandoned checkout, so we can set up two different flows based on these triggers. Now, your abandoned cart is when someone adds an item to their cart but don't start checkout. checkout is the page where you can actually enter your payment details. So I just add an item to my cart, but never reach the page where I enter my payment details, and I quit the site or I just close the site. I don't want to purchase anymore. That is an abandoned cart. Now, what's an abandoned checkout? Let's say I add an item to my cart, I reach the billing page, enter my information, and I leave and I don't make a purchase. That is abandoned checkout. So, that is the key difference, and you need to understand that so you can create both of these automations. And the overall strategy for both of these automations is pretty much the same. So, you can just create one of these and duplicate it, change the trigger, so that way you have both of these automations because they pretty much do the same thing and the strategy for both of them is the same. But it's very important that you don't forget to create both because they will perform brilliantly for you and recover a lot of your lost sales. Now, here's the strategy for abandoned cart or checkout. Let's say someone adds the product to their cart or starts checkout and don't end up purchasing. So within the first 30 minutes to an hour, we'll send them an email, one reminding them of their product. Let's say if they still don't convert, we'll send them email two reminding them of their product, but we will back it up with FAQs and testimonials so the email is more strong and powerful. Email three, if they still don't end up purchasing, give them a discount. Now, these are your highly interested subscribers because they added the item to their cart. So giving them a small discount is good because if they end up purchasing, it's great for you. So email three, give them a small discount. If they still don't buy, email four, give them last final warning that the discount is about to expire. And email five is a small text-based email asking them, personalized email from the founder asking them why they abandoned their cart. Now let's quickly take a look at a few examples of abandoned cart emails. This email is from Kulfi, which says, "Hey, beautiful, looks like you left something behind." Now, their target audience are mostly females, so this copy will resonate with their audience and they showcase the product which their customers abandon and return to cart. If they also have a few questions, they can go ahead and talk to their customer support team, and that'll just help them get their customers closer to purchase. Now, the next email here is by Loop Earplugs. You're almost there, blah blah blah, some copy, complete your order, shows them the product that their customer abandoned. Now, if you notice both of these emails, the key to good abandoned cart emails is showing your customer the product that they abandoned as soon as you can and having some incentive to get them back to make a purchase. So that's what we're accomplishing with our strategy. Now, what I've done for you is I've created a lot of abandoned emails over the years. So what I've done is compiled all of them into a single Figma document and given you all of these editable templates. So if you click this link right here, you will get access to 87 editable Figma templates. These are abandoned cart emails which follow the exact strategy that I just mentioned, and each and every one of them is editable. You can change everything, match your style, add your brand images, add your brand logos, and change each and every one of these emails to match your brand. So you get access to all of these. You can just go ahead and change your text, change your offers, and you'll have plug and play high converting templates at your fingers. So let me go ahead. By the way, I also created the abandoned cart emails that I showed you as templates. So here is the template of Loop Earplugs. Here's a template of Kulfi Beauty that I just showed you. Again, everything is editable. You can just literally change the colors and images to match your brand. Now let's go to uh, Omnisend, and I'll show you how you can create an abandoned cart flow. So click on create flow, and if you click on cart, select cart abandonment here where it says type, you'll see two emails, abandoned cart and abandoned checkout. Both of these are must-haves, so go ahead and create any one of these. Then you can duplicate it to create the other one. I'm just going to show you how you can do that. Click on customize workflow. So this is our abandoned cart email. They have the triggers, everything is in place. All you have to do is edit your emails. So in this template, automatically Omnisend has a trigger filter which says start the workflow after added product to cart wasn't updated for 1 hour. So they're going to wait for 1 hour after someone adds an item to their cart, and if they don't end up purchasing, that's when they're gonna send the email out. So they have a wait limit of 1 hour by default. Now you can obviously go ahead and change that, but you can leave it as it is because that's good enough. 1 hour, waiting 1 hour is good enough for us. So after 1 hour, the first email is going to go out. So you can go ahead and edit the content of this email. So this is our template which Omnisend gives us. Now, obviously, you can edit this however you like. You can change the colors, you can change the copy. Now, this section is really important because this displays the product that your customer had added to cart. This will automatically be pulled from Omnisend. They'll do it for you. You don't have to do a thing. You can go ahead and change the colors if you like, but don't mess around with this template because Omnisend is automatically going to pull the details of your cart from your customers. What you can also do is change the layout. So if you want more of a more of a vertical layout, you can do that. You can change the layout types to whatever you like. You can reduce the number of products that the email will show. You can play around with this, or you can actually go ahead and use one of the templates that I shared with you guys. You can use any one of these templates, add it for your brand. Simply, all you have to do is, like we exported our welcome email, all you have to do is export this top part as a slice, and then this section is already created in Omnisend. This is the exact same section. It's already created. You can go ahead and change the button color to match your top part. And then you can also go ahead and export this part as a slice. And you will literally recreate the exact template in Omnisend. It's that simple. And after you're done with it, you can go ahead and send yourself a test email. You can also preview to see how your dynamic products will look like. But since this is a dummy account, I have no data here. So Omnisend can't pull anything for me. So go ahead and click on finish editing once you're done with your template. Add your time delays. This is good. After email 1, you can wait for 11 hours to send email 2, or you can actually reduce it for 6 hours. Reduce it and see how that works out for you. A/B test it and see how it works. Create all your emails. Once you're done creating your abandoned cart template, you can go ahead and duplicate that. Click on copy, and you can go ahead and create your abandoned checkout flow. So change the names so you don't forget it. Abandoned checkout. You can change the name. And now you have to just change this trigger. So here where it says added to product, added product to cart, change it to started checkout. And we also need to delete this part where it says exit the workflow where they place an order or they start their checkout. So we need to remove where they start their checkout. So go ahead, scroll down, click on exit conditions, and just go ahead and delete this part. So now you're good to go. You have both of these flows in place. You have abandoned cart as well as abandoned checkout. You are ready to go and you'll start recovering a lot of sales with these email templates. Now, since the abandoned cart and abandoned checkout is such an important flow, I also have for you winning subject lines that you can literally copy and paste and use for these abandoned cart or checkout flows. I also have SMS templates. By the way, I highly recommend integrating SMS too if you're on an e-commerce brand. So you can use these abandoned SMS templates too, and you will literally skyrocket your conversions with your abandoned cart strategy once you combine both email and SMS. So our next email automation is the post purchase or thank you or email automation. This email automation is triggered when someone makes a purchase. Why do we send this? Number 1, to upsell. Number 2, eliminate buyer's remorse. Number 3 is to reduce our returns by setting the right expectations so there's no mismatch between the customer's expectations and what the product can actually do. And the final goal is to enhance our customer experience. So this is the strategy we use for our post-purchase automation. Let's say someone places an order. We'll send 2 emails immediately. Number 1 is the thank you email. You can also choose to change your thank you messaging based on if it's a repeat buyer or a first time customer. Number 2 is an immediate upsell. Why do we do this? When someone makes a purchase, for that window that they have where they have their credit card out, statistically, they're more likely to make a purchase in that same window than at a later time. So hear me out, just try it out and you'll see some incredible results with this too. So email 2 is immediate upsell. And what we do is give them a crazy incentive with this offer, like 30% off, 50% off, if you can, if your margins allow, the highest discount that you can possibly give them based on your margins, give it. and you'll see amazing results because they'll add more products to their order, increasing your average order value and increasing your customer lifetime value. So this is a great way to increase your average order value and increase your customers value. And the next email we'll send them after a day is email 3 to eliminate buyer's remorse. We'll get them excited about your product. We'll show them all the different ways that your customer's life is going to change after they use your product. After that is product education email. So we set the right expectations so there's no mismatch between our customers' expectations and what our product can actually do. And email 5 is a review request email. This is sent at a much later stage after a customer has had the chance to actually use the product. So here are a couple of examples. Now, this is a great product education email by Dossier. How to get the most out of your perfume. They give them a lot of tips, and they lead them to a blog where they can read more. Now, here's another email from the Dollar Shave Club. This is an actual upsell email. So, the Dollar Shave Club is a huge company, huge brand. They immediately upsell their customers after they make a purchase. So, why are they doing it? Because they know that it works. And that's what I'm telling you guys. This is a great email. Immediately upsell their customers after they make a purchase. And one way to supercharge this email is add a crazy incentive like 20% or 30% off, whatever your margins allow, and you'll just see those average order values increasing. So what I've done is also gone ahead and created templates for you for your post purchase emails as well. It's right here. You'll get access to this in the description. So I've created a product education email which I've just copied from Dossier, and I've also gone ahead and created an immediate upsell email that you can do. So once a customer makes a purchase, you can send them an email, and if they make a purchase in the next hour, we are gonna be driving huge urgency here. So if they make a purchase in the next hour, they take 20%, they get 20% off, and they get a huge discount on their new orders. So you can go ahead and add your products here, change the colors to match your brand templates, and there you have with you post purchase templates as well. So let me quickly open Omnisend and I'll show you how you can set up your post purchase flow. So go to Omnisend, go to automations, click on create workflow, and we're going to create this one from scratch. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. It's really simple. So when someone places an order, that's when we're going to trigger this flow. And when someone places an order, I'll click on update. So when someone places an order, that's when we're going to send them this flow. Email 1 is going to be sent immediately, which is going to be our thank you email. Thank you. We support you. Update. Send. And email sender's name is actually basically your name. So if my brand was Nike, I would say Nike. Update and add a delay. No delay because we're sending 2 emails immediately. So email 2 and we cross sell them immediately. Cross sell. Take 20% off. Sender's name Nike. And after that, you can add your delays and continue with the rest of the strategy, which is your remove buyer's remorse, product education, and review request emails. By the way, if you don't want to do review request here, Omnisend has a separate email template that they allow you to use for review requests. So you can do that there too. But usually brands have their own separate review softwares, and reviews are collected through that software. So this is how you can create a post-purchase flow. Adding the content is similar to how you add content for all the other emails that I just showed you. So that's how you can do that, and you'll have yourself a great post-purchase flow. Now, the next email automation we're going to be talking about is the customer winback automation. This email automation is sent to past customers who haven't bought in a really long time. Now, why do we send this? Number 1, to increase customer lifetime value. Number 2 is to re-engage our old customers. And number 3, because it's cheaper than finding new customers. So the structure of this flow is if someone hasn't bought in, let's say, 60 days, we'll send them an email. Hey, we miss you. Check out some of our new products, our new additions. We think you love these. Now, email one is based on that. And let's say if they still don't end up purchasing, we'll give them a discount plus some urgency. Hey, just for the next 24 hours, grab a new product and take 20% off. Email three, if they still don't end up purchasing, last call for discount. Here are some examples that you can use. This example is from Teespring. Come back, we haven't seen you launch a campaign in a little while, which has is like that. And some clear messaging, just asking them to come back and use the product. Here is another email by ATG Stores. A lot has changed since you've been gone. Save 20% off on your next order. Some really simple templates, but they work really good. I also have few email templates based on the same emails that I showed you. So this one is based on the Teespring email. This one is a custom email that I've built. This is a template that we use for one of our brands. So this is also a great template where we give them a discount and you can add a lifestyle image here and ask them to come back to your store. So there you have two email templates that you can use for a Winback campaign. Let's quickly go ahead and open Omnisend. I'll show you how you can build out your Winback campaign. So go to automations, create a workflow, just look up customer reactivation, and this is the email we use. Re-engage your ideal customers, click on customize workflow. So if someone places an order, we'll wait for 30 days. And if they don't place another order, we'll send them a we miss you email. So you can actually change this to 60 days just to increase the delay, because usually people don't buy after 30 days after they've made a purchase. So you can increase this delay to 60 days, send email one, we miss you, edit the content similarly to how you've edited all these emails. You can use these templates if you like, and you'll have yourself a great win back email. Save and close. And now the next email is our VIP automation. This email automation is sent to customers who have made multiple purchases from you, basically your VIP customers. Why do we send this automation? Number one, to make our top spenders feel special. We want to build loyalty and increase our customer lifetime value. And this is also a great way to acquire new customers. How? I'm going to show you. So this is the strategy we're going to be using here. But the first thing we need to do is define what makes a customer a VIP. Is it spending X amount of dollars on our website, or is it making X number of purchases? So I'm going to assume in this strategy that we define our VIPs by the number of purchases that they make. So based on that, we're going to trigger our automation. First email is welcoming them to the VIP club. Share some exclusive perks with them that normal customers don't get. An email 2 is an exclusive reward, maybe a code, maybe a high percentage of discount that they can use, which is only accessible to our VIPs. And email 3 is a VIP referral program. Your VIPs already love your products because they've bought from you multiple times. They are a great source to get new customers. So give them discounts like if they refer someone, they get 30% off, and your VIP also get 30% off, or $30 off and $30 off. Think about some crazy discounts or crazy incentives that you give your VIPs for referring other customers, and use that in your email 3. Now, email 4 is a review slash UGC request. VIPs love your products. They use it all the time. Ask them to take photos of them, take videos of them using your products, and you can use them in your ad efforts or in your emails too. Here are a couple of examples of VIP campaigns. Campaign is by Coconut Lane. They give their VIPs a special code and great way to show them some appreciation. Now, this is another campaign. This is a campaign by Bravo Fabrics. They thank them for being a VIP, and here they ask them to give them referrals. So you really like the product. I want to make your friends happy too, and give them another code that their friends can use too. So great way to get new customers from customers who already love your product. Now let me open Omnisend and I'll show you how you can quickly create the VIP flow. So we're now on Omnisend. Now, before we can go ahead and create the VIP flow, it is important to create our VIP segment. So we do that by going to audience and clicking on segments. Now you can create a segment manually, or you can just use their AI to do it for you. So you can create from scratch, or you can use that AI to create your segment. So I'm just going to go ahead and use that AI. Like I said before, you need to define who are your VIP customers. So for me, they are email subscribers, email or SMS subscribers, SMS subs subscribers that have placed an order at least 3 times. I'm just gonna hit enter. So email or SMS subscribers that have placed an order 8 times. If you want to do a segment based on the amount they've spent, so you can just do email or SMS subscribers that have spent at least $500. So here I have a segment which they give segment name, email, SMS over 3+ orders. Customer is subscribed to email, has placed order at least 3 times. Or here I have a VIP segment. So all you can do is just view segment and build up. So here is the segment. On all you have to do is make sure it's right and click on save segment. I'm going to call this my VIP segment. On save. And now go to automations, click on create workflow, create from scratch. And please select an event. Here we're going to select entered segment. Segment is VIP segment. And exit conditions is when someone has placed order. So that is how you create your VIP flow. And you can go ahead and add your emails and your time delays the same way you created all of these other flows. And you can add your email content similarly to how you added your email content in all of these other flows. There you have your VIP flow. Now, the next flow is our sunset unengaged, aka what I call the breakup automation. Now, this email automation is sent to subscribers who haven't opened your emails in a long, long time. Why do we send this? Number one, to clean your email list automatically. Number two, to re engage dead profiles. And number three, to improve our email deliverability. So basically, if someone hasn't been opening your emails, hasn't been responding to your emails for a long time, you're just going to go ahead and take them off your email list. If you have a few examples, uh, basically keep this an all text email or a simple plain text email like Mary Ruth does here. We're still here for you. Some copy. If you want to if you want to stay on the list, click on this email. Otherwise, we'll take you out. Here's another email by Here's another email by Paul Mitchell. We hate goodbyes, so we're emailing you one last time, some fun email. If you want to stay on this email, click on this button. If you don't, just ignore it. Now, let me quickly open Omnisend and I'll show you how you can create this email. So I'm on Omnisend right now, and similar to the VIP flow where we first created the VIP segment and then created the VIP flow, which triggered based on our segment. We're going to be following a similar process for the sunset unengaged segment. We first need to create an inactive segment, and then we're going to create a flow, and then we're going to create an automation to trigger based on that segment. So all you have to do is go to audience, click on segments, go to create segment. Now Omnisend already has an inactive segment. You can just select that and it is created. You can go to segments and confirm. So inactive contacts is created. Now what you have to do is go to automation, create workflow, create from scratch, and define how a person enters a workflow. Select this, please select an event. And when someone enters a segment and segment is inactive contacts, now, our exit condition could be a click of a button. So, if we asked our customers to click on the button if they want to stay on our email list, we can add the exit condition as as clicked, clicked message. So, if they click a message, we don't want to remove them from this flow. So, what we're going to do now is save this and wait for at least 3 to 5 days. So I'm going to keep a 5-day wait period here. And let's say if after waiting for 5 days, the customer still hasn't clicked on the message, we're going to add a tag to their contact, which says remove from list. This tag has been created. So unfortunately, Omnisend doesn't allow us to automatically unsubscribe these people. So we have to do that manually. But once you've added this tag, all you have to do is create a segment. Let me save and close this. So this email is done. Add your email, and the end step is add the tag to that user. So now what you have to do is go ahead and click on segments and create a segment. all subscribers who have tag remove from list. Specific tag. So basically, we want to create a segment of people who have the tag that we just created, email and SMS. So I'm just gonna talk with this AI, and yeah, so our segment is created. View segment in Builder. Email subscription is so subscriber is subscribed to email, contains the tag remove from list which we just created, and SMS contains the tag remove from list. So go ahead and save the segment. I'm going to name this remove from list segment. And what you have to do then is go to contacts. Unfortunately, I don't have any contacts here, but you will have the option of filtering your contacts based on the segments. And then you're going to, once you select remove from this list segment, you're going to select all of those contacts and go to your actions and click on unsubscribe. And that way, all these contacts will be unsubscribed. So you can do this about once a month or once every 2 months to make sure you don't have a lot of dead people on your email list. This way, you keep your email list clean, and you also don't pay for these subscribers that don't really want to receive your emails. And that is our final flow. And now we move on to the next core part of email marketing, which is email segmentation. Now, your segments are groups of customers organized based on specific data like their behavior or their purchase history. This is done so you can treat your customers differently. For example, if someone just bought from you last week, sending them a discount email probably won't work, and it might even frustrate them since they paid the full price for something that's now cheaper. But when you send the same email to customers who have shown interest in your products, you can identify this by their actions. For example, if they viewed your product, if they added a product to cart but never made a purchase. So if you send the same discount email for this set of audience, you'll most likely see much better results. So each customer is in a different place in their journey, and segmentation will help you meet your customers where they are and give them a more relevant, personalized experience. Now, the most effective way to create segments is based on RFM, recency, frequency, and monetary value. So recency is basically number of days since a customer's last purchase. Frequency is number of times a customer has purchased your product, and monetary value is total amount spent by this customer. Now, here are 5 must-have segments based on RFM. Number one are your engaged subscribers. Now, the goal of your email campaigns is to send to your engaged subscribers. Don't send emails to people who haven't opened your emails in a long time. This will result in poor deliverability and your domain reputation taking a hit. Only send to people who are interested in reading your emails. How do you know who are interested in reading your emails? Because these guys have opened your emails in the past and have clicked on your emails in the past. That's how you identify who are your engaged subscribers. You can go ahead and create the segment in Omnisend using its AI. It'll ask you how you define your engaged subscribers. You can use one of these filters if they've opened or clicked your email in the last 60, 30, or 90 days. That's how you can create an engaged segment. Now, the next segment are your one time buyers. Now, the goal of this segment is to get them to buy again because you want to reduce your acquisition costs and you want to increase your customer lifetime value. Now, the setup for this is same. Go to Omnisend, use its AI, and you can easily create the segment. If someone has made a purchase at least once and is active, you want to send to your active subscribers, and is active on your website, has opened your emails in the last 30, 60, or 90 days, go ahead and create your segment and send these guys maybe some discount or some showcase other products related to the product that they've bought. Now, your next segment are your VIPs. Now, the goal is to make them feel special, give them special perks, and just make them feel valued. This is how you create your VIP segment. I already showed you how you can do that in the VIP flow tutorial, but this is how you create that. Segment 4 is your Winback email. the goal is to get them active again. So basically, someone who has purchased from your store at least once and they haven't bought again in a long time, that is your VIP segment. That is your Winback segment. You can use Omnisend's AI to do that. And your last segment is your window shoppers. So basically, these guys are people who are super interested in your product, and the goal here is to get these guys to purchase again. This is how I would define window shoppers: has viewed product at least 2 times, has added to cart at least once, checkout at least once, and placed an order 0 times in the last 30 days. So this is how I would define a window shopper segment. These are super interested, high intent subscribers. You can go ahead and create this segment, get them to purchase again, send them some credibility, give them incentives, and the goal is to get a purchase. So those are your 5 must-have email segments that every e-commerce brand should. And send these guys targeted campaigns, send these guys different campaigns. Don't treat all your subscribers the same way. Each subscriber is at a different stage in their buyer journey, so meet them where they are. Now, the next core part of email marketing is email deliverability. Now, deliverability is basically the ability of your email to land in the inbox and just not get sent. What I mean by this is when you hit send on an email, there are 3 possibilities. Your emails do not reach the customer's inbox at all, which is what we call an email bounce. It can reach your customers but land in the spam box, which we don't want. And it can land in their inbox, which is exactly what we want. So, good deliverability means email in the inbox, and bad deliverability means your email is in the spam box. So, the question is, how do you have good deliverability? Number one is to authenticate your sending domain, set up SPF, DMARC, and DKIM. If you don't know what, just Google, or you can follow a tutorial that I have. I'll show that to you guys later in this video. So you can set up SPF, DMARC, DKIM, use a custom sending domain like hello@yourbrand.com and not omnisendemail.com. Use a custom domain like hello@yourbrand.com and don't use Omnisend's shared domain. The next step is to warm up your domain. If you're just starting to send email campaigns from Omnisend and you've never sent email campaigns before, you need to warm up your domain first. Start by sending to your most engaged subscribers. If you're migrating, you'll have some past data of who are your past customers, and send emails only to these customers for a small time and slowly scale up the volume. So if you have 100,000 engaged customers, don't send to everyone. Start by sending to 2,000 people, 5,000 people, 10,000 people, and similarly, slowly and gradually increase the volume of your email campaigns over 2 to 4 weeks, and you're good to go. What do you do if you don't have any data? Take your email list, send an email campaign, and from that email campaign, you'll get some data about who opened and who clicked your emails. So send only to those guys for the next 2 to 4 weeks and slowly scale up your volume. That's how you warm up your email domain. Now, the next thing is to maintain a clean email list. Never buy or rent email lists. Regularly suppressed unengaged users. I showed you how to build out a sunset unengaged flow. Do that and you'll have a clean email list. Number 4 is to send only to your engaged segment. Your regular emails campaigns should only go to your email segments. Don't blast your email campaigns to your entire list. You will literally destroy your email marketing efforts if you do that. So if you have 50 plus open dates, you can slightly increase the segment to a bigger size. So let's say you were doing 60-day engaged segments and you had 50% open rates. You can expand that 60-day to, let's say, a 120-day engaged segment, and then you can monitor your open rates and see if they don't go below, let's say, 45 or 40%, you're good to go. Number 5 is to send regular email campaigns. Irregular email sends can cause inbox providers like Google, Yahoo, etc. to identify you as spam. Let's say you haven't sent any emails last month and you suddenly blast emails to 10,000 people. That will seem suspicious and may trigger spam filters. So start slowly, gradually increase your email campaigns and maintain a constant sending rhythm. Ideally, you want to send at least 3 times per week. Next thing you should be doing is tracking your metrics, whether they are your open rates, your spam complaint rates, your bounce rate, or your unsubscribe rate. Track these metrics, and they should all be in these parameters. Now, if you're already in spam, I will get you out of your spam folder in next 2 to 4 weeks. All you have to do is follow this guide, or you can watch a video tutorial of how you can get out of spam in the next 2 to 4 weeks. Now, with that being said, we are at the end of this Omnisend email marketing course. I hope you found this course valuable. Let me know if you did. By the way, if all of this is just too much for you to do, and if you want someone who has a proven record to just come in and do all of this for you so you can just sit back and enjoy the extra revenue, you can go ahead and book a free call with us and you can work directly with me. You can also click on the first link in the description to book the free call, and we'll come in and help you out. We'll help you scale your e-commerce business with email and SMS marketing. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on my socials. And thanks for watching, guys. That was your Omnisend email marketing course. I hope you found some value with this. And go ahead and hit the like button or the subscribe button if you did. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.